Good morning. My name is Michael Leizerman here with the Trial Guides Tip of the Day this Thursday, July 14th, 2022. What do we have today? Today from Michael Koskoff and Sean McElligott, the medical malpractice trial. Unless you have a track record of success in the courtroom, the case is unlikely to pose a risk to the insurance company. You must pose a credible risk of going to trial in order to achieve a fair and successful settlement. That's true, and it begs the question for new lawyers, how do you prove yourself a credible risk, right? That the credible risk of going to trial. And I think I don't know if there's only one way. I think so. Certainly the best way to do that is to go to trial. I remember when I was a young lawyer in the mid-90s, and back then I wasn't doing all trucking. I had all kinds of personal injury cases, a bunch of car crash cases, and back then I had a couple dozen cases against State Farm, or where State Farm was the insurer, and in one of the cases, an adjuster had lied to me. And so the next week I filed all, I think it was 25 or so State Farm cases against them. This was, started practicing in 94. This must have been like 95, 96, within the first year or two of practicing. And then I worked them all up. And I knew some of these were smaller cases, weren't necessarily financially worth the workup. But I also knew I was a young lawyer. I'd gotten people's attention when I did that filing. And then I tried several of those. Some I lost, some I won. But they knew I'll take a case to trial. And it wasn't until later on that I had some big successes, but that's another story. So thank you, Michael Koskoff and Sean McElligott, for that advice. Try cases. It helps you in future cases. Obviously, if the client says to settle it, settle it. But the clients often look to us. Especially, I would say especially if it's a case, sometimes you have to try a contested liability case. But especially, let's say it's an admitted liability and it's all about damages. Okay, at that point, the client's not going to end up with a zero. They're going to get something. Trust the jury. They usually do the right thing, in my experience, almost always. All right, let's take a deep breath together and be grateful to be alive today. May we combust our life today. Spend today, the only July 14th, 2022 will ever live. May we spend it in a way that is skillful, in a way that reduces suffering, that accomplishes justice, that repairs the world. And while doing so, may we have fun. Why not? All right, I'm going to ring a bell now 3 times. This can take you into a meditation practice, a prayer practice, or just remind you, happy Thursday. Go out and do good things. Have a great day.